What's up, guys? It's Jade's Corner back here again for the final video of the 19th birthday special triple pack. And in today's video, we're going to be ranking all the main Teen Wolf villains from my least favorite to my absolute favorite. So yeah, this video is very opinionated. I know a crap ton of the community has their own favorite villain, so please just respect my list and I will respect yours, and keep the comments civil. If somebody has a villain that's their favorite that's not yours, there's no reason to trash them for it. It's just who they personally enjoy more than the others. So yeah, if we can all understand that, we'll all have a great time today. So I'm going to give you guys my opinions on who I think are the best and worst villains. I'm going to give you guys my personal list. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So we have God tier, great, average, below average, and garbage. As you all know, the typical tier sections I usually have in my videos. So at the first person we have here is Deucalion, who goes in God tier for villains. I'm not going to really explain Deucalion. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people would agree with me on this, that Deucalion was one of the best villains the show ever had. And in season 3, he was amazing in terms of the acting, in terms of him just being a force to be reckoned with. He was absolutely one of the best villains to watch on screen throughout this entire series. And it's so sad that he's gone now. So yeah, poor Deucalion, won't see him back. Jennifer Blake, she was, I like the actress playing her, because she was in Final Destination 4, where she was okay in that film, but she wasn't great. But I feel like in this, like in Teen Wolf, she was actually pretty decent as a villain, I'm not gonna lie. Even though I was much more interested in Deucalion, and I think everybody was, to be honest. I would say Jennifer Blake was average. She was okay. Her motivations were pretty good. You know, she got left for dead, wanted revenge. Typical, one of your more typical, stereotypical villain plots, wanting revenge. But the way it was done, I feel like was pretty decent, not gonna lie. So yeah, that's just my feelings on how I feel about Jennifer Blake. Theo Rakin. Oh boy. This is how I know y'all are some OG Teen Wolf fans. Do you guys remember the channel Happy Cool? If you guys know who I'm talking about, that's how I know y'all been watching Teen Wolf at least since like at least between 2014 and 2016. Because late 2015, early 2016 is when I got into Teen Wolf. And I started watching Happy Cool around that time. And I used to watch all their theory videos about, you know, who is the beast, and, you know, their episode reviews. And it was just a fun time to be a Teen Wolf fan at that point in time, right? Because you had season 5B on TV. But dog, I forgot who the black guy's name was, because I haven't watched Happy Cool since Teen Wolf ended. They kind of fell off, I'm not gonna lie, after Teen Wolf ended in 2017. But the black guy in those videos used to hate Theo so much, and I used to agree with him every time he spoke on Theo. It was so funny. And I can't stand season 5 Theo. Like, no disrespect to Cody Christian, he's a great actor, and the fact that I hate Theo just means that his acting was top notch and superb. Like, I like Cody Christian's tough. I like him on All American, like him in Teen Wolf. But the way he played Theo just made me wanna, I wish they killed him at the end, bro. That's how much I hated Theo. So for that, and because he was such a great villain in my opinion, I think I'm gonna put Theo at the top of either great or God tier. We might come back and change Theo's spot, but I think for now he goes in great. Gerard Argent. Which version of Gerard is this? I think this is season 6 Gerard. Season 6 Gerard, in my opinion, kind of took a back seat to Amora Monroe, who we'll get to in a second because she's next. And it's probably the season I enjoy Gerard the least, to be honest. I think Gerard's best season was season 2. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put season 6 Gerard in below average. I didn't really care for his character in season 6B. Tamora Monroe. This chick was literally the definition of a Mary Sue. Literally became arguably the best huntress in the entire series within a span of like 9 episodes, which is ridiculous. So, and the fact that she was able to take out a hellhound in the first episode she appears in is also very stupid as well. So yeah, just a lot of the stupid stuff. She, like, no disrespect to the actress, she did great in terms of her acting and stuff. I felt like she handed up a little bit sometimes, but no disrespect to her. But it's just that the way they wrote her character, they wrote her to be extremely annoying, and I really just wanted somebody to put a bullet through her head by the end. Like, I could not stand Tamora Monroe when the season first came out in 2017, and even still like almost 5 years later. So yeah, I'm gonna put her unfortunately in garbage. And it's crazy because it's like the only black actress we have as a main antagonist, which is cool because all the main antagonists have been white for the most part. And the fact that they finally have like a black chick or just a black person in general be a villain on this show, it's just unfortunate that her character was trash. Like, it's really unfortunate. So yeah, that's where Tamora Monroe goes. Kate Argent, season 4. I would put. I love Kate as a villain. I think she's one of the best the show has ever had. But I don't know which version of Kate I like more, season 4 or season 1. Season 1 Kate was great. I loved Kate in season 1. Great villain. Arguably the main villain of the whole season, even more so than Peter. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I enjoyed season 4 Kate more than her season 1 appearance. I think I liked her more than Jennifer Blake, but I don't think I liked her more than her season 1 appearances though. I think I'm gonna put Kate in average for season 4. She was okay. The Beast of Gévaudan from season 5 part 2. Now, this pains me to say this because as a powerhouse, I love the Beast. I love his design. The fact that Jeff Davis in one of the magazines that came out, I think the Beast was on the cover, it was like Empire or something. It was all the way back in like late 2015, early 2016, before season 5B premiered. Jeff Davis said that the Beast of Gévaudan's design was a combination of the Incredible Hulk with Venom and a werewolf, which was insane to hear him say that because I kind of figured he had a little bit of Venom inspired design, you know, with the Beast being black and with the teeth and stuff. I kind of figured he got a little inspiration from Venom, which it's great to hear confirmation that he did get inspiration from Venom. But as an antagonist, the most we see of the Beast is just him in his werewolf form, and it's him just roaring and attacking things. And we don't really see him be a villain until Sebastian comes. And I love Sebastian, don't get me wrong, but the fact that he's really only in 1 episode as a villain is not enough to save him from like the 7 or 8 other episodes he appeared in season 5B. So as a villain, I'm gonna say the Beast is garbage alongside Tamora Monroe. Sorry, like in terms of my favorite werewolves and favorite supernatural creatures, he goes in God tier, but as a villain, didn't do it for me. It was cool to watch on screen, don't get me wrong, but like there was no development until we found out all the stuff about Sebastian, which was like at literally the last like 2.5 episodes of the series or the season. So season 1 Kate, God tier. I love Kate from season 1 so much. Joe Wagner played her fantastically. All the scenes she was in, epic. She had a very dominant force every time she was on screen. She like required your attention every time she was there, and she just stole almost every scene she was in. So yeah. Plus, in my opinion, I think Kate looked better in season 1 than season 4. I'm not gonna lie, she kind of fine in season 1, bro. But yeah, I love Kate from season 1. She's a great villain in that season. Season 5, Gerard, much like season 6, below average. Didn't care for him in season 5, man. I'm not gonna lie, he was again put in the background, was just there to help out Chris until he double-crossed him in Apotheosis. So, Matt Delahaye, God tier. His backstory is one of the best of any of the villains in the entire series. It's very sad. And I think his name is Stephen Langford, played him to absolute perfection, in my opinion. Like, what's season 2? Fury, season 2, episode 10. Easily a top 10 episode of the entire series, like, without a doubt. Like, superb acting from everyone, badass scenes, very tense moments, emotional as hell. Just an overall perfect episode of the series, and easily the best episode of season 2 of Teen Wolf. Would I put him above Kate? No, but I think he is a god tier villain. Kanema Jackson, or Jackson from season 2. I'm going to put him in great. I'm going to put him right below Theo. Jackson got a lot of development in season 2, and I talked about him as the Kanema, just like his Kanema side, but like Jackson as a character, he grew a lot in season 2. Like I mentioned a few seconds ago, a lot of development, and I really enjoyed Jackson in season 2 as opposed to his season 1 appearance, which I really didn't care for him in season 1, but season 2 made me actually really like Jackson as a character. So yeah, there were some sad scenes with him too, like very emotional scenes where I kind of felt bad for him, even though he was still that, arrogant prick. He was still an asshole. But season 2 did make you feel for Jackson quite a bit. So the Nogatsune, I'm gonna put at the top of great, because he was such a trickster villain. He reminds me of Loki from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, right? Like a villain that just like to mess with your mind. And the actor who played him, what was his name? Aaron Hendry or something like that. I'm not talking about Void Styles. Well, we can include Void Styles here as well, because it's the same person, Nogatsune, Void Styles. Void Styles is just the Nogatsune taking the form of Styles once the Nogatsune left Styles' body. But Dylan O'Brien and Aaron Hendry absolutely killed it. Like, some of the best villain performances the series has to offer, for sure. Easily the most popular Teen Wolf villain aside from Peter, I would say. Like, without a doubt, it's the Nogatsune. And yeah, just very creepy, very atmospheric scenes with him. Stuff that just keeps you engaged. You're just curious to find out what he's gonna do next. And like he was a perfect Teen Wolf villain. Who I would love to see make a cameo in Teen Wolf the movie. Like, he doesn't have to be a prominent figure, but if we can get a reference to him or a cameo, or like Styles can mention like an ancient Japanese spirit took over my body once when I was younger, like, it would be cool. So yeah, Garrett Douglas, main villain of Teen Wolf season 6 part 1. I'm gonna put Douglas. I really love the actor who plays Douglas, Pete Plozek, because he was also Leonardo in the Ninja Turtles films, the last live action ones that came out. I know a lot of people hate those films, but I actually really like them. And I like the direction they were going into. I'm kind of pissed that they stopped making those films, because I really enjoyed both of them. The first one and Out of the Shadows. But yeah, aside from that, we're rambling on Ninja Turtles of all things. He was a pretty good villain. I'm not gonna lie. I would put him above. Nah. I would put him above Theo. Because he was another villain you hated so much too. Because he he was getting stuff done, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I think Douglas, of everybody on this list that you see right here, was the villain who came the closest to getting what he wanted. Like, we're talking about, he pretty much erased everybody from Beacon Hills minus Scott and his pack, and like Parrish, because he kept Parrish as a lapdog, which is hilarious in itself. But yeah, like, the dude was overpowered as hell. Like, had the powers of the Dread Doctors, but or had the strength of a Dread Doctor, wasn't a Dread Doctor. Was the first naturally occurring hybrid we saw, a lion wolf hybrid, which is crazy. Was able to take out Wild Hunt Ghost Rider members with ease, who were giving literally everybody else in the season a run for their money. Then became a tribrid, which was wild, and we found out that he could steal other supernatural creatures' powers and abilities by eating their pineal glands, which, whew, yeah, really interesting villain, great antagonist. Would have been a perfect final antagonist for the series if they only had 10 episodes for Teen Wolf Season 6, which I think Season 6A is where it should have stopped, in my opinion. Because 6B is, well, you already know how I feel about that season. Season 1, Peter, man, God tier. Easy, God tier. I'm not explaining Peter in Season 1. Everybody I know loves Peter from Season 1. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm putting him above Deucalion. One of the best performances in the entire series. Season 1 Peter, easily. Ian Bohan stole the show. He's the best part of Teen Wolf Season 1. The Dread Doctors, below average. Interesting concept, boring execution, because 5A, even though I like it more than a lot of other people do that I've seen, I'm not gonna lie, some of their complaints are valid. The Dread Doctor stuff in 5A is kind of boring if you're not into that kind of stuff, and it can take you out of the whole season as a whole. So yeah, and as villains, they weren't really interesting. They kind of just appeared out of nowhere and were just there until we got more backstory for them in Season 5B. So yeah, and the Dread Doctors didn't do it for me. Oh, and aside from that, yeah, Theo should have been the main villain of the entirety of Season 5, because he was the best villain in that season. And then the last one is Season 2, Gerard, who goes in right below Peter. I love Gerard in Season 2. Like I said before, his best appearance. Michael Hogan kills it every scene he's in. Scene stiller. Great acting. Very tense. A lot of tense scenes. Was a dominant presence every time he appeared on screen. And was just, like Garrett Douglas, a perfect Teen Wolf villain. So that's every main antagonist from every Teen Wolf season, ranked from worst to best. In my own personal opinion, at least, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys leave a like, make sure you guys subscribe, and make sure you guys turn on post notifications so that you never miss a future upload from me. I'm Jade's Corner. Make sure you guys have a great rest of your day or night whenever you're watching this. And I'm going to be enjoying the rest of my 19th birthday by the time you're seeing this, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Deuces.